Patrick. I was just making some notes as I was watching Philippe actually, as take-homes to my clinical practice. And I thought, Philippe, if you weren't too expensive, I think I might get more conversions to patients, because that first thing you did for that guy, I mean, I'd sign up to any treatment that I could have. So that was really, really interesting, and something that as cosmetic doctors we are trying to address every day. I have a very short time on stage today because there's some really interesting injecting going on later, which we're all keen to see. But I'm here just to share some experiences from my practice, and you guys will all have your own experiences from your own practices. And we have a very interesting setup in our practice. Let's just move on from here. So I have two clinics. One is in central London, one is outside central London, 25 miles away. And we are 100% non-surgical practice, and the clinic's been running for many years now. But we have a large patient turnover. So our patient flow rate on a healthy day is about 160 to 180 patients a day. And we have 12 injecting people. So they will be mixtures of doctors and nurse prescribers. And the majority of our patients, of those 160 to 180 patients, the vast majority of those are injectable patients. So that translates into a lot of clinical work. And it's a given that all these things that we learn at these symposiums and all this wonderful wealth of knowledge we have about how to do safe treatment, how to keep our skills updated, how to use the very best products. And we use a lot of the RHA products, which are fantastic, and I would wholeheartedly agree the way they move with the face. It's just a seamless treatment result. It looks spectacularly good. But when I really analyse what makes us inherently as busy as we are, I do put a lot of emphasis on the patient assessment and the open, honest, clear and direct way that we engage with patients in order not only to get the best clinical outcomes, but to prevent complaints, underwhelming of treatments. You know, the worst things cosmetic doctors or practitioners that I feel that can happen to us is if we underwhelm. You know, let's hope we don't cause any problems. Let's assume that's a given. We're not going to cause any problems. I know there's risk, but let's park that. But if we actually have an underwhelmed patient, we've not done our job very well. And most of, in our clinical practice, any kind of negative comment, which hopefully is very minimal, is not to do with the quality of the work we're providing. It's to do with an assessment or a communication to that patient that isn't quite aligned. So you can look at that patient afterwards and think, it's a great result, you know, wow, you know, we've done, and if you're not quite hitting what they expect, there can be a real problem here. So I'm going to share some things that I've implemented. I'm not saying they're for everybody's practice. I think they're great for our practice, and I fine-tune everything we do on a daily basis. But I'd be interested in hearing from you, maybe afterwards, what you guys do to improve patient outcomes and satisfaction rates. But for me, I have a certain mantra that runs through the practice, and that is, generally speaking, fillers, particularly RHA, never fail. They fail generally if we undertreat. And there's a direct correlation with undertreatment, as I said, underwhelming a patient, and that comes down to that first clinical assessment and that communication of need. And very often we all know that what a patient wants is not what they need. So how do we communicate that without sounding salesy, pushy, that we're just talking about money, because actually it can be misconstrued. If a patient comes in and thinks they just, you know, they want 1 ml filler,